Okay, welcome everyone. So I'm showing you Valheim here. This is how it starts. You choose a character, you start. It gives you a bit of a cutscene, shows you arriving. If you want to skip this, push escape and select skip intro. And we just, yeah. Okay, so first of all, the mouse is what you use to look around. Imagine that white cursor so you use the keys on the keyboard, W to go forward, and then you can just use your mouse to circle around. And so I'm just pushing W and circling around, and I can circle around like this, so all just using the W key and the mouse. Now, if I want to do a smoother circle, I can start, this is left, which is the A key, so I can do WD, and that's, W, and then sometimes if I'm going forward, I'll push D to move to the left. So W, A. Now, when you're looking around, it'll show you the E there, it says to pick up, push E. So, I picked up a stone, and this is all the stuff I can do with the stone. Pick up wood. Oh, there's all the stuff I can do with wood. So E is a very important key. So every time, over time, you sort of realize what you can pick up, like bits of wood, stones. To bring up your inventory, push tab. You can, your mouse can't navigate here. You can still use WSAD on the keyboard, but you can't use your mouse. Now here you've got a weight limit. If you go over 300, you won't be able to walk properly. It'll show that being over encumbered. This is your current armor level, so you start out at 1. Here are some basic things you can build here and the cost of them. So you can build a hammer, which is the main building thing. I can build one. I've got 3 wood and I've got more than, so I can push craft and that'll appear in my inventory. And any item of inventory in this top row can be accessed with the corresponding number key. So if I push tab to hide this, see at the top there, I've got 1, that's the torch, which is that, and this is the hammer. So when you've got the hammer selected like this, you can right click, and this opens up a building menu. And you can access different items you can build here. And the most important ones are these two. Well, this is the main one, workbench. The campfire is the most important here. So you want the campfire. I need a number of rocks and wood. Under crafting, you want both of these. You want a cooking station over a fire that's lit. Workbench is used to build stuff. So once you build a workbench, you'll see what you can build here. And all those last 3 categories. So to hide that, I right clicked again. Wow, simple. Now to run, you can hold down shift. Now these are berries here, so why can't I pick them up? It's because I've got this hammer equipped. So I just right clicked and right clicked again. So if I to hide what you're, like to empty your hands basically, push R. And then that frees up your hands to do stuff. So now I can push E again to pick up stuff. You can pick up stuff when, that was read to stone. Sometimes it'll say there's a message you can read. So anyway, over time your skills improve, so you'll see things pop up saying skill improved. So to run, you push forward, so I'm holding down W, and then shift, left shift. And to jump, you push spacebar. And you've got a thing called stamina. See at the bottom there, I've got this yellow bar. That is your stamina. So when I run, it's going down. When I jump, it's going down as well. So that is your stamina bar at the bottom. On the far left is your health bar, where it says 25. If that goes down to 0, you're dead. and you'll respawn at your last point that you so at the beginning of the game it'll be here you respawn at, but as soon as you make a bed and set it as a spawn point, that'll be the place you respawn at. Now these here are mushrooms, so I'm going to grab these. So count with me how many mushrooms I picked. 4. So to see this, I push tab, open the inventory. I've got 4 mushrooms, 2 berries. Now to use an item here, the stuff up here is often stuff you'll be using to fight, like weapons or tools, sometimes other valuable bits of food. But these items here, often you'll be using them to build stuff, or it might be some armor. In this case we've got a rag tunic with an armor of 1, and that's why we have 1 armor here. So you can only eat food, so for this raspberry you can hover over it. It shows you how much health and stamina it gives you and how long it lasts for. So if I right click on it, see there, this is going up my health, and it's showing how much more it's got to last 10 minutes. So this one here, if I right click it, that'll last for 15 minutes, and that'll add on to my health total there. And then to close this, push tab again. So this whole world is really, you've got friendly animals and unfriendly ones, so some will attack you. So I'm just picking up these rocks. You don't really want to jump down a slope because you will damage yourself, but you'll notice. You can also drown in the water. Like, you have some basic skills, like you can swim, but not far, so everything at the beginning is a slow, steady, learning. So if I push tab, see that's going up. It's not at 300 yet, but rocks are kind of heavy. I do need more wood though, so you can punch. So to punch, you left click. So any item, when you're attacking, it's left clicking. So when you're not holding anything, and when you see numbers, that shows the damage. So I'm doing damage to this bush, and I turned it into wood. Same with this beech, baby, sort of small beech tree here. It's doing damage, and now I have a bunch of wood. Got 3 wood though, so I need more than that to make a workbench. So I'm just gonna get some wood. The idea is, once you get enough wood, you can see my stamina's going down, and that's why it's a bit of a slog at the beginning. Now, okay, so if I push tab over here, oh look, I can make a stone axe, so I don't actually need a workbench for that, so I'm going to make that. Now that's at number 3. You can rearrange these, left click, I can, and if you want to throw an item, you just click it and click here. There are other ways, like I think it's F, but yeah, there is if you push escape and go to settings, you'll see all of these here, which I don't adjust. So if I push 3 for the axe, now this will cut this a whole lot faster, and it should also let me cut a tree. See that? There are some trees that'll say too hard, and that just is a sign that your axe isn't advanced yet enough. Throughout the game you can use different materials to build with, and when a tree falls down like this, I'm going to make sure it's not falling on top of you, and often I'll remove the stump as well, just to tidy it up. And see the white bar under an item in that top, where the axe is highlighted currently, the white bar is going down. That shows how much life, or like how damaged it is. And you can repair your, you just keep hitting these logs until they break apart. So often they'll break apart into 2, and then, not quite at the right angle yet. And after breaking apart in 2, they'll break apart into individual log pieces you can pick up. So I'm just gonna get this. And I'll show you, what else can I show you? I'll show you the map actually. Actually, we'll sort out this first. We'll make a little house. So I push E to open this. This is a chest here, so I could put stuff in it or I could take it. So some feathers and some flint. So these are new materials. So if I want to use this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a workbench. So I push number 2 to access the hammer, right click, go to crafting, workbench. At the moment I've got 30 wood, so that's enough for this. Now to get that away, I'm going to push 3. What did I push? I pushed tab, but I'm right clicking and then I can just select the repair. So see all this building's that shows the current condition. See that yellow bar? If I just, repairs are free, so I can just repair this for free. And it'll sometimes improve how it looks. See this one here? Boom, look at that. If only it was that easy to repair your house in real life. And sometimes I will forward shift jump, to jump over something. And this is only when a workbench is nearby and it's a material that can be repaired. Some things might not be so simple. Okay, so we've repaired most of the stuff. That chest as well. Okay, so this is quite flat, which is good. Now, I want to build a fireplace, but because it's so small, I'm going to build it outside here. I'm gonna put it right there. And then I go to crafting. This is called a cooking station. You can put it over the fire. You can build 2 of them, or even 3 of them across here. So if I show you 1, see, like when it's red you can't build it, bring it forward a bit more there, 2. Yeah. If you get too close it'll burn you. I'm okay actually. And if I hover just over the fire it shows a fuel of 1 of 10, so I can give it another wood, and that's now 2 of 10. Over time that gets used. In here, see at the top right it's showing a fire symbol that shows I'm near a fire, which is good. Now at the front of our house we can now see, here's all the things the workbench unlocks for us. I can build a door. It just gives us a way to have an entrance. We push E on it to open and close it, and that's pretty cool. Now we need a roof on here, and there's all this kind of stuff you can experiment with. Like, I often will just use these 45-degree things, and they snap into place. There is a setting for that I need to show you. So I'm out of wood again. See, if I'm here it shows I'm sheltered. See on the top right, and it shows I got a comfort of 3. So that's all encouraging. Now another thing, M for the map. You can use your middle button, scroll in to zoom in. So where I am now, I'm just going to use this symbol and I can double click on there to show I've got a house, and I'll say a home base. This gives you a way to know whereabouts it is if you're not remembering where you are on the map. Oh, I want that stone. So this creature in the water there is an enemy. Ooh. See, I've only got 2 minutes left to the berry. See the stamina going down? If that runs out, I'm going to start drowning. Oh, there's some berries, which is good. I get out my axe by pushing 3. And shield that guy. And I pick up something. Don't know if he gave me any meat. No, he didn't give me. But. So we got a number of berries, and when they start flashing, see the mushroom is flashing and the berry is flashing, that means it's close to running out, and that means you can eat them again. You can only eat one of a type of food at a time. So I'm just going to go exploring up here for a bit. There's all sorts of things you can see. I could cut this, I can pick up these flowers. Sometimes you don't know what you can do with something yet, but that's okay. Just collect it and put it in a chest, and you can zoom in and out with the middle button just by, as you're here, I'm scrolling in, scrolling out. I can pick up this wood. That's a bird there, they fly away, so you need a ranged weapon to attack birds. And I'm just going to show you how to cook. So I've showed you the map. Oh, here's a boar. How many are there? Just one. Now, a little bit bloody. Picked up some stuff. So what did I get from the boar? I got these 3 things. So that's something that can be used. The meat's something you can use for cooking. The trophy is not too sure really. Anyway, trophies are just, oh, there's a deer, but they tend to run away, so unless they run into you. Something you can do is sneak. By pushing control, you can go like this, and this is called sneaking. That wasn't good. If you manage to sneak up on an enemy, you do more damage. So if you see an enemy from a distance, you can sneak like this by pushing left control. You left can undo it to stand up again and not sneak, but it's also got a bit of a stamina kind of bar there, that white bar, I think. Wait, no, it's the yellow one, sorry. Anyway, the white one just means if something can see you, so that enemy was seeing me, this grayling, so I'm just going to attack it. Every enemy will drop similar items, like the same kind of enemy will drop similar, oh man, freaked me out a bit, that deer. Anyway, I'll show you. Okay, I've got 2 boar meat. I want to get some of the neck, which is the green creature around the water. It's starting to get a bit darker, so I want to make a bed and show you how to... Oh, here's some more berries. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll mark this on a map, because like in the past what I've done is I might use, say, a circle, and I'll double click, left click, it makes a dot, and I might say RB for red berries and push map to the M button to hide that again. See, look, if I try and sneak up on this deer, I don't think I'll be able to. When that white turns to a eye, that means they're looking at you. So he's looking at me, kind of. Oh no, he's run away. But for boar it can work, and for deer it can work as well, but you just have to practice sneaking a bit. Just don't try to swim unless you're sure your stamina's enough. So at the moment I know my stamina bar's full. It's not showing. And when you're wet, your stamina doesn't replenish as quickly either. See in the top right it shows a wet counter, that's how long till I dry again. When you're near a fire that'll be a lot quicker. See there how it's really rapid. Now if you have something you can cook, your push E and it'll automatically find. So it's put on 2 of the boar ingredients there. I can zoom in with my middle button. You're listening for a sound. It'll change color, but it'll also make a sound. And then you can push E again to pick it up. So see, it's showing cook item at the moment. And then that's changed now, and well, it didn't say I could pick it up, but you can push E to pick it up. So I've now got cooked meat, so that's cool. So I pushed E there. Alright, so now another thing you can do here is when you have a workbench, you can repair things using this button. So left click it, and these will both be repaired up. See? You just keep left clicking it till you can't do any more. Okay, so I'm just gonna build a roof there, and I should build one here as well. And I would like a little wall there. And I would like... Anyway, I'll leave that open there and there for now. I can build a little torch here. See, I've got resin, which is what one of those monsters gave me. I can put that just there, and that'll just light up the darkness. And now I just want to build a bed here. This is really cramped. Oh no, don't tell me. I need 8 wood. I've got 5 wood, so I can do this quickly. I'm using... See, I'm cold. You get cold in the... I've got 10 wood. Okay, so I'm okay now. I push 1 to stop using the torch. Close that. Use the 2 button. Right click. So I'm going to furniture. Left clicking on bed. And then I'm using the middle button to rotate. So use the middle button to rotate something. And then left click, it builds a bed. Once you claim it, now there's a bed icon just there. So if I die now, I'll wake up here. And you push E to sleep, and you'll wake up in the morning. So at night time, there's lots of monsters outside, and it's not so like later on in the game you might enjoy roaming around at night, but in the beginning, it's safer to sleep. So we've got a nice little base here now. I could put some stuff in here, so I know I'm not going to use flowers, so I'm holding down control and clicking on the thing to push it across to there. Otherwise I could click there and click there. There's another way of doing it. The meat I want, so I'm just going to put my stuff up there. That I want because that's giving me armor. Stone, that's heavy. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put the feather there. So left control, click. I'll keep those on me because they can be used for building. So I've just repaired stuff. I don't know what, but yeah. So M to see where I am. I'm here. I've explored over there. I labeled that RB for red berry. You can scroll out the middle button to, reveal more, or scroll in with your mouse button. So I'm going to scroll back a bit. I prefer like this kind of view, scrolling right back. I'm going to use I've been using my axe as a weapon, but I could use a club. So when I push tab, see over here there's a club. You can see there it does 12 blunt damage, whereas a stone axe does 15 slash damage, so arguably that's better. Anyway, I'll stay with the axe for now then. But yeah, you need to collect resources. What's up there, bird? The small trees are easier to knock over. over, but you can knock over some of the bigger ones too. And let me go down near the water, because that's where some of these monsters are. When I say monsters, it makes them sound way more scary than they are there. Oh, could eat another bite. That's a reminder, see. So now meat here, see, it gives you 30 health, 10 stamina, which is way more than these other ones. And see now, look, I've got 3 things. So the idea is, the more cooked meat you have, the more health you'll probably have. But yeah, you can check the nutritional quantity. Oh, that's a grayling. They're kind of weak enemies, these guys. You just gotta face them. And yeah, just hold down my left click button and it does the rest. So if I wanted to label this, I could. But, and it's always good to pick up branches. This kind of thing you just hit with the axe and it's wood. Now when you push tab up here, this is the default view. That's the trophies you've got. So far we've got the boar trophy, which is in our chest. Skills, this is the levels, so over time your run level increase, etc. This is a history of stuff. Yeah. Some flint. Flint's often near the water. Now in Valheim there's different biomes. Now this is a hard tree. When I try and hit it, see, too hard. I can't cut down that kind of tree with this kind of axe. I can cut down these trees though. So whenever you see the numbers, it means it's doing something. If it's doing something, it means you're cutting it down. If you see a yellow number on an enemy, it means they're weak to whatever you're doing to them. Like they have a weakness to that kind of attack, so it means use that kind of attack on them. Whoa. So I blocked that guy. He's red, so he's a bit stronger. No. Bit worried. Right, I wouldn't suggest. I don't even have a shield at the moment, so I don't know about this. I'm sort of an experienced player though, so so I've killed one of them. Just oh man, I got another one. If an enemy has a star, it means they're stronger. So no stars is the weakest. 1 star is kind of strong. 2 stars is like it's as strong as that kind of enemy gets. So a grey dwarf is a kind of weak enemy, but at the beginning of the game, yeah, probably. Pushing, whoa. Retreat. I'm gonna probably try and get a shield. Because I want, and see my axe is kind of weak, so I'll show you what, oh wait, this isn't my house. It looks like it. So if I push M, I see I'm way off track. My house is down. Oh, and you can see on the mini map as well, see on the top right, it shows you where the arrows where I'm facing, so I need to go this way to go to my house. And over time, my health is restoring itself. These guys will be still chasing me, which is fine. Might get some resources out of them if I'm pushing Shift and W. Now I push E to open this, and I just want to close it behind me. And jump up here. Now what can I build? Shield. I need 4 leather scraps, which I don't have enough. I just have 2, so I need to kill another boar. Anyway. Let's just go for it. Now what I do is I push block. Okay, one of them. Okay, another one. Give me a special. Oh, I died. That was, yeah. Sometimes you get too engrossed in the combat. Now when you die, you're gonna spawn again where your bed is, if you have a bed. So see, I'm pretty much naked. I can come to this, get my stuff, and I'll eat food. Whoa. And I'm wearing half of my stuff. It takes a bit of time. Okay, there we go. So that's how you get your stuff back. On the map here, you can't really see it. It'll show a skull and crossbone, and that'll be where your death spot is. Since I've collected that, I'm going to right click it to make it go away. Okay, so yeah, that's a basic rundown of how to play the game. So from now, if I wanted to, what I would be doing is I'd be trying to build, like, continue exploring, continue putting stuff in your chest, like this kind of stuff. Can't use right now, but I know if I want to, see, I come to the workbench, push E. So these are the things here I can build at just while here at the workbench. I like to build a flint knife. I could build one now. I've got 2 of the leather scraps in the chest. If I had it here and the flint, I would be able to build that and then use it as a weapon. And I'd like to put a shield as well. It allows you to block. So at the moment when I block like this, I'm just using my hands. But if I had a shield, I can use the shield in one hand. So I often quite like this shield here. So I'll show you how to, like an example of how I would, see here, now I can craft this. I push craft. Now I've got this knife here, so I can push 3 and use this knife. And now, how much damage does this do? This does 5 slash damage and 5 PS. And it's got block armor of 2. I mean, Stone Axe had a block. I can believe the Stone Axe does more damage, but you look at anyway, this is a lot lighter, the knife. And the other thing you can do at the workbench, this is not a good designed house, is you can go to upgrade here. So if you want to upgrade something, it'll show what's needed. So this means I need to upgrade the workbench to level 2. So how do you do that, you ask? Well, how you do that is on this, anything that has a star on it is something that will upgrade the level of the workbench. So I need 10 flint if I'm to do that. And I've only got 4 at the moment. So to do that, it'll look like this, and I'd be able to place it there. It needs to be close to the workbench. It probably could be outside, possibly. Now, one thing I want to double check on is with deconstructing. I need to show that. And also I am thinking about some bird noises. Just thinking about other settings for building alternative placement. QE. Let me just have a think on this. So I push R quite often. R is quite a good tip. So when you have something in your hand, push R. That'll just clear out your hands so you can use them for other stuff. Got something in my hand I don't want, push R. Got something in my hand, want to chuck it out, push F. No, that didn't work. So just R. Okay. I don't have any more meat I can cook. I can eat this though, because it's different from those other food groups. So what I'm trying to show now is building stuff. So let's say, for fun, I select the hammer. Now if I want to demolish, I use the middle mouse button, click it. Since I'm near the workbench, it's taking effect. Middle. And when you do this, it gives you the material back. Whatever's highlighted will be, if I take the thing from below, this one will fall down as well, because it's depending on the one under it. So I right click, I can build here. So okay, you can push Q, that changes the snapping behavior. See there how it's kind of snapping to a position? Snapping top, don't know what that means. But yeah, snapping top 1, snapping auto, see there, it's kind of automatic, so it just lines it up a lot quicker. So, and I rotate using your middle mouse button, just circle it. And often, sometimes you bring your cursor there. See there's a bit of a gap underneath. When they're green it means they're all good, but sometimes if you put it at a weird angle it'll not look so good. So push Q to change the snapping. Anyway, I'm trying snapping auto. So I'm going to try to put a door here. There we go. If I wanted to, I could rotate that like this. Middle button. Sometimes the door, see there? I'm running into the bottom of the door. I can't get out, so I might try and, I'm middle clicking it and trying again. Nah, I'm still not happy with that. Like, nah, I'm not going to use that kind of door. I'm just going to use something low like this, little plank, and then I'll just jump over it. And then there's different degrees where this is 45 degree, this is a 26 degree, which is a low roof, and I'm using the middle button to rotate that. And I mean, it doesn't look that nice either, in my opinion. But yeah, That's just to give you an idea of the different things. Oh, there's not enough space to get out. So, what do? Build a bit more of a wall. Maybe a wall on a wall. And you can let your imagination come out here. So you can build stairs. And then now I choose to get into the house by crouching. Wait, how do I crouch? Control? Wait, I can't crouch while I've got this in, so hiding stuff, And then I'm sneaking, can't get in, oh dear. What am I gonna do? What will I do? I'll destroy this. And maybe I'll make a double stairs here. Build a stairs, build another stairs. Oh, that's cool. I like stairs. And then if I wanted to make this a wall, I could build a wall on top. See, it's snapping into place now. And this can just be a steep roof here. You get better at this with practice. So I'm gonna remove those. I'm gonna build that up as well, I think. And is this 45? Yep. Okay, so now enemies won't normally, so I have to run and jump, or jump up. And this is just the wood I didn't use. So it's getting dark, so I can probably sleep. And yeah, that completes day 2. So hopefully this has helped you. And if you have any questions, let me know.